messing up your account by following people.
Today, I'm about to break the yoke. We are about to break the yoke. We are about to break the yoke. Those of you that are just joining us, I need you guys to really, pay attentive to what I am about to say to everybody that is here, because what we are doing today is something that will benefit everybody that is joining online. So if you're joining online, I need you guys to join online and listen to this. There are people that do not know that they can do things for themselves. There are people that do not know that they can do things for themselves. And if you do not know that you can do things for yourself and overcome those things, then you don't know what is going on in the world. Like they say that you have people, some people are saying there is climate change. There is climate change. People never knew there is going to be a climate change. They never understand that the world can just change and things will begin to change, and things that they don't expect to be happening can start happening. That shows that circumstances do change. Things do change. People, if the climate can change and there's climate change, there's a climate change, and this climate change has affected each and every one of us, that today that we don't expect. Everybody's praying that you should not walk one day and see yourself like fire coming out from ground. Like just fire coming out from ground like this, boom. We are praying that we should not see that, because the way the world has changed, it has changed that fires are coming out from ground, and you can be in the park. Fire. There was one day in London, in some part of London, which I'm not going to mention the site. They were there in the park, and the next thing, there was fire. Nobody put the fire. It was just like a climate change. It was a climate change. It was something that they have been saying, a lot of things that has to be reduced so that it will not affect us in one way or the other because of the climate change. So many things has been changing. A lot of things have been changing. Even it has caused inflation in the world. It has caused inflation in the world. So that shows that something can change. That if the world can change, definitely something can change. So for us, we should also understand that we too have the power to change our circumstances. We got the power to change our circumstances, yeah. We got that power. No matter what your circumstances are, you are the one that can change your circumstances. And if you do not stand to say you change your circumstances, then I do not know what to say to you. But I know that As you are there, you are the one that can sit up and change your circumstances. The Bible said the kingdom of heaven suffereth violent, and violent must take it by force. If you are there, you are still sitting upon your financial barrenness. You are still sitting upon unemployment. You are still sitting upon thinking and worriness. You are still thinking of how, like, singleness, being single. You are still thinking about, you are still there living the situation of starvation, unemployment, and lack of social amenities that you need to get. You are still living yourself in living homeless, somebody being homeless, living yourself being homeless. You are still living yourself not be able to afford every necessity thing that you need to afford. Have you answered yourself a question? That those that has this excess of money, that they used to have excess of money, they buy houses, they buy any kind of thing that they want to buy, whatever thing that they want to buy, they can afford it. They can afford everything that they want to afford. Have you asked yourself, do they have magic? Is there any special magic that they have that they can be able to afford a good house, not one, not two, not three, a very expensive car? When I say a car, I mean car that worth money, that worth good money. Have you asked yourself, how could they be able to afford all these things? Are they not like being like us? They are human beings like us. They are born the same way we were born. And how do they come into the world? They did not come into this world with the houses that they got. They did not come into this world with the car that they have. They did not come into this world with the financial prosperity that they have. They did not come into this world with that. None of them came into this world with that. They came the same way we all came. And today, most of them have not one, not two, not three, not four. They were also growing. They also grew the same way we grew. They have aspiration. The same way we have this aspiration. They grew the same way we grew from child to become an adult. They have aspiration the same way we have aspiration. But they accomplish their own aspiration, becoming very, very successful. Even having more money every day. They have never one day complained. That if you are complaining and telling them that there is suffering in the world, they will just be looking at you. And looking at you, they will just be looking at you. Are you okay? How did you say there is suffering in the world? Because they have nice places to live. They have nice, they have good income. They have everything, necessity that they can do. They can. And you are struggling. And you are struggling. You cannot be able to afford those things. You even renting a house is very hard. Putting a complete food in 3 square meal a day is not an easy thing. And even getting the kind of priority of kind of job or the kind of thing you want to get, you are not seeing yourself getting. And yet you see your age is going, and you see your age going up and up and up and up and up and up. The age is going, and yet you are still seeing more people lesser than your age. Maybe at 20 years, at 20-something years, they are very, very successful. And you ask yourself, what is happening? The thing that is happening is because the person has never put himself in the right size of mind. There is what they call a mind of success. If you want to write it down, there is what they call a mind of success and the mind of setback or non-success. Let me put it that way. They have a mind of success and they have the mind of non-success. And I will start with the mind of non-success. The mind the mind that is not success is the mind that is not ready. When your mind is not ready, then there will be no way for that heart to be able to access to that necessity that heart needs. Because when the mind is not ready, then the body will not be able to activate. That is what I'm saying. The body will not be able to activate because the mind is the head of everything. The mind is the leading because it's the mind that made the planning. Though the head is the head of the year, we have the head, but the mind is the one that transfers every activity to them. If the mind does not transfer every activity to them, then whatever the mind transfer to them, that is how the hand, the head, the body will follow up. Now, let me give you an example. I'm talking of unsuccessful heart. That means the heart that is not prepared. Let me give you an example. If somebody have a job to do the next day, and the person sleep, let's say it is night, the person sleep, and woke up in the morning for him to go to the work, and instead of him waking up very well, standing up, but he now try to wake up, the mind now said he saw that his mind is not prepared. When the mind is not prepared, then the body become weak. The body become weak because the mind has not transferred anything to them. So the body is still sleeping. The body will still be sleeping, just keep sleeping. Because the mind has not, what the mind is transferring to them at that very particular time is that, oh, I am tired, I can't go to work. I am tired, I can't go to work. Why today? So the body is taking that, is receiving that as the message that the mind is telling them, this is what will happen today. So they feel, because the mind is not prepared, they stay like this, they feel weak. So they decide to relax. And the person will be struggling, at that time the person will be struggling of how to stand up, because right now he is not ready. And because he's not ready, he's going to have a problem throughout that day, because definitely he might, by the time he decides to stand up, he is standing up sluggishly. He is seeing himself running, hours are going. By the time he now decides to dress himself and say, because he's struggling to stand up, he struggled to stand, he struggled to go and bath, he struggled to wear his clothes. By the time he start walking even to the train station or to get a bus or this thing, the time is gone. He will see himself running too late. And by the time he get to the work, he's late and that person is not prepared. Because of that late, and if he continue doing like that, that means he will be coming to work late. And what will happen? There will be a complaint. There will be a complaint from the manager saying, oh, you are coming late. You are always coming late. And that will bring a problem to the person. Because the mind is not prepared. The body is not prepared. So there will be a negativity of the result that will come out of that very person, because the mind is not prepared. Then we go to the successful heart. The successful heart is a heart who is very, very prepared. A heart that always gets prepared even before the day. Before the day, that heart is prepared. That heart is always prepared. Already, before you see that kind of heart, if that heart, let's say, take example the same work I was saying. If a heart is, if it's going to work, you already know that there's a work, has already ironed the clothes, get everything ready, maybe food or whatever thing ready, and going to bed, maybe put alarm or all those kind of things, making sure that at that time, the alarm blew, he's waking up with smiling, rushing, because he's already prepared. He's waking up because as soon as because his heart is prepared, he has already sent a response, a message to the whole body, telling the body, listen, tomorrow is work, get ready. And the body is prepared. Even when they are sleeping, they are already prepared that they are going out to go and work. So definitely the body will be prepared And they give the body signal, giving the body constant message that I am going out to go and work. So you see the body, the arm, the everything, they will get prepared. And when that time comes, you see the person waking up strongly, rushing to bath, rushing to do everything. Before you know, the person will get to work very, very early. That kind of heart is a heart that is successful. That heart is the kind of heart that we need to change the circumstances in our life. I am only using work as a kind of example. You might not be working, even if you might not have job, but you have a kind of thing you are aiming in your life that you want to eventually become, and you are not seeing yourself attaining to that very circumstances, to that very thing that you have in your heart for a very long time. And instead of you getting to that level in life, you still see yourself remaining in a particular spot for a very long time where you are not supposed to be. Have you ever sit back to ask yourself, why am I still in this spot? What is the problem? The problem might be because you are not prepared yet for that journey. And if you are not prepared yet for a journey, there is a lot of things that goes through being not prepared for a particular task. You might think you are prepared, but starting it up is a problem. You will give yourself a particular time. I want to start this at this time, and yet you are not seeing yourself starting it. Everything, the time you give yourself, different time, and when that day reach, your body is not responding to it. That is one problem that might be the problem of that person. If your heart is not prepared, there will be so many dates of doing something will be coming inside of you. If you say today I will do it, today will reach, you will see yourself doing something else because your mind will divert you to something that you find interesting. And that thing might not be part of what you want, but it's a confusion that came in because nothing good comes easy. So definitely there must always be something that wants to distract you out of what you don't want to see yourself doing. So what I'm saying in essence is this. For those of you that want to change circumstances, you can change your circumstances if only you will get your heart prepared. And let me read from the Bible. It said in Romans chapter 7 verse 25, and it said, I have got some good news for you because there is a power greater than you, beyond your own strength that is dwelling within you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, people don't understand there is powers that are dwelling within us. That is something else that people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand that. Because of that, they are not understanding. And that is why whenever sometimes you see somebody who say, oh, something is winching me, something is hindering me, but what is that? From my father's compound? No, nothing from your father's compound or from your mother's compound. It's you that is the father compound and mother compound. Because if you look into yourself well, you will know that you will understand there is powers that are operating inside of us. And that power, yes, I mean, there is another one again that can hinder us from not going forward. So if you understand this very thing, you will know that you have to do what? You have to do what? Listen to that very power that is within us, that has the strength of pulling us to the next level. What I'm saying in essence is that we should understand there is a power within us. And that power, you can use that power to change circumstances if you really want to do it. That is what God is saying. And he said that power is beyond your strength. That is dwelling with you. That will help you change. Paul said the answer is Jesus Christ, our Lord Jesus Christ. Now let me say again. There is a power that is within us that can change our situation. There is a power that God that is inside of us that we do not know, that is secretly dwelling in us, that most of us does not understand that this power dwells in us. And because of this thing, some of us are dwelling on what? On the perspective of whatever comes out from the government. if they don't see paper, they have to look at newspaper. They have to look at news. Me, I look at news. It's not that I don't listen to news. I listen to news to know what is happening in the area, but I don't really put up because I know that every time I open the news, the only thing I hear that they have stabbing, that they have robbed somebody, that they have something is happened somewhere, one thing and the other, death on this thing. I've never had anything that has encouraged me. Unemployment, this thing, Gaza. The only thing that I've had now, good thing that I've had that ceasefire. That's the only good thing I've had, ceasefire. You see, ceasefire is the only good thing, but from the whole time we have been hearing, the whole thing we have been hearing is news that is not encouraging. So, those kind of things cannot help you out to change your circumstances. What can help you out to change your circumstances is within you. It's within you, the power to change your circumstances, the power to change things for yourself, the power to make yourself, to change yourself from the level you are to the level you want to be. You understand me? There is power within us, and this is the truth that I'm telling you, believe it or not. There is a power within us that can change the situation, the circumstances in our life, if we really believe this. Listen, people might think that what I'm just saying it. I'm not just saying it. I'm not saying it to tell you. This is the truth that I'm telling you. If you locate that power, you will never remain the same way you are. Things will change in your life. So many things will change in the life of that person. I am a living testimony to what I am telling you. I have been a person that have been living a life of, struggling and so many things. But now, it is not as it was before. I am not saying that I am not still struggling. Even the richest man is still finding one or two things that he's still struggling, but it's better than before. Let us hear the sound that it is better than before. There are people that have never opened up to say it is better than before. The only thing that comes to them is, how is everything now? My brother, it is even worse than now. That's what you hear. It is even worse than. At least let something be better than before. So we need to understand there is a power in us. Like I said to you, that power is not far away from you. There are people that do not believe all these things. Believing in all these things is very, very hard for them. And that is why they have to understand that the word himself is spiritual. The word itself is spiritual. It's like a magic. It's like a magic. That is why if anything happens to anybody, or if we die or something happens, we cannot take anything out of this world. We cannot take anything out of this world. And that is the most reason it is so easy to become worthy in the world. Yeah, it's very, very easy to become worthy. It's very, very easy. You can be on the ladder of becoming so worthy if you really want to be worthy. It is not a day job. I'm not saying that it's a day job, but some people are so lucky that their own turn out to become a day job. They wake up and they become millionaire. Yeah. Somebody came out on social media and today the person is 60 million rich. Who gave to him Burna Boy? Did he struggle for it? No. That is it. And that was his time. And we should know that also that we have time for everything. There is time. There is time. And if you have a very, very strong, if you have a very, very strong talent inside of you, there's a kind of talent that, a kind of promises in somebody that no matter whatever the person goes through, no matter whatever the person goes through, because that person has a sure promise, the person will just stay. That kind of people, they stay and good luck come to them. Yeah, there are people like that. They don't struggle, they just surprise, they will just see good things begin to happen in their life. Yeah, there are people like that because that is what to tell you, that there is time for everything. There is time, somebody might just be. That is why it is not good for us to kill ourselves over anything in life. It is very, very good for us to take things so easy. So very, very easy. Let's take things so very, very easy. But if we realize that definitely that there is power that can change situation, then we can change situation. That thing might not happen instantly, but it is really working in the spirit. It is changing the situation. And if you're somebody that maybe God used to review road, if you review that thing to you, and that thing, like I said to you, is nobody than Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That's the only person that changes situation when everything is so hard. When things are hard, we don't need to struggle. See, in this world, all we need to do is just have this positive, stronger faith, trust in Jesus Christ. Stronger faith and trust in Jesus Christ will help us to change that situation, will help us to change those things that we think that cannot be changed to be changed. And this is the truth that I'm telling you. I know that some people, it is very, very hard for them to hear. When they hear Jesus Christ, they say, hey, they have started talking. When they hear this, they say, hey, they have started talking. But this is the gospel truth that I'm telling you. I am a living testimony to whatever thing that I'm telling. I don't just come here to say things that I've not experienced. Anything that you see me telling you today is what I myself have experienced. And because I've experienced it, I am living. I am not saying that I'm not so. Sometimes I am a human being. I used to complain. I used to think. I used to sit down and complain. I sit down and think and ask myself, oh, wow. You understand me? It's human being feeling. But while you do those things, always also know, let the overrated one, that is the more percentage of what you got to be positive. Yeah, let the less percentage be negative. But let the more percentage be positive, because the more percentage it is that is positive in your life, help you to actualize that dream that you have in your life. And this is what people don't do. It is very, very hard for people to stay on these things. All people want is the ready-made thing that is already done. But that person that have done it, have you ever asked yourself, did that person get it ready-made? Was it gotten ready-made? Was it a ready-made thing that the person just get? Was it a ready-made thing? It was not because it was a ready-made thing, the person will not be where the person is today. So most of us, many of us, why we have not been able to sit on that ladder of becoming successful is because we have not made up the mind to have this small percentage of positivity and go through the storms that are in. And you know one thing, one beautiful thing about this, if you go through the storm and the days and the nays of becoming successful, I'm telling you, by the time you become successful, you will not see suffering again. I'm telling you, because you have the key, you have the idea, you have the IQ, you know how to run to become successful. Every successful man that came down, watch them. It doesn't take them long, they go up again, because they already know the trick. They already know the trick of becoming successful. They're already there before, and now they are stepping back on the ladder. They know what and what, because they got connection, contact, what about the connection, contact they had, all those things that they had. So it is better to get yourself up there. Anyway, guys, I think I've spoken a lot. It is 12:18, and because today I started too late, and I've decided to give you some extra time. Last time it was like that, this time, but the next week it will be different. So I'd like you to know that you can change your circumstances. Anyway, God bless you. I hope to see you guys next Sunday. Those of you that are just joining us, and thank you very much. God bless you. Those of you that have come on live on here, God bless you. I will see you. Always your boy Jimmy White. Bye for now. I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.